Well, I first would love to congratulate you on Palm Royale. It is really an incredible season of television. So congratulations on that.
Bring it
Thank
on.
you.
We love, that's music to our
Thank
ears. Bring
you.
it on. We love that energy.
First, well, first, I want to go to you, Kristen. I'd love to ask you a little bit about this kind of juxtaposition for Maxine, where she has this aspirational life, but these other elements continue to come into her life, especially in the form of Laura Dern's character, Linda, and these women who are feminists. And, there's uh, the Vietnam War is the background, and there's also reproductive freedom comes into it. Would you talk about kind of threading that needle?
Yeah, I think on the one side, the women at Palm Royale are pretty much ignoring all of the things that are going on in the real world. They're not talking about it, they're not acknowledging it. And I think it's a great part of the story and also important to represent what was going on in that time. And story wise, just having Laura and Amber and all the bookstore ladies as a somewhat of a reminder that there are bigger things going on in the world. I think for us telling the story, we didn't want to leave that out because so much was going on at that time. But to have that, I don't know, that light shown where these women are not even talking about it. It's not even on their radar. They're so focused on what is going on in their materialistic, very vapid circle. But I think it's important to show both sides for it just kind of it shines a light on both sides.
Yeah, I think it really adds some real gravitas to the series.
And it's the truth. It's what is really happening. And it shows just how far out these people are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that. And then, Ricky, you're playing a gay man in a time when, he could not be out, and he has this kind of sense of decorum, having been in the military. And then he also has this kind of safe space at Our Bodies, Our Shelves, the bookstore.
Yep.
And would you talk a little bit about portraying him in this era where he could not, be his full self?
But so relevant.
Yes.
Because still, unfortunately, a lot of men and women out there, they can't be themselves. They can't express themselves. They can be comfortable in their own skin. And that is for me one of the most important things about this project, that I can speak on behalf of so many people. Even though it was in the 60s, yes, even in America, I don't have to go to other countries around the world. There are men that are struggling with their identity, and I just want to belong. And I know there's a lot of men out there and women that just want to belong. And I find comfort in the character of Kristen, in the character of Laura, in the character of Carol, where I can let my guard down, and how amazing it feels. So I was really looking forward to being Robert, the guy that was in the military, and be obvious about the softness when he's surrounded by these very powerful women. And for me, it was fantastic to be able to do that every day, walking on set and refresh my memory exactly of where I know I don't want to be. and it was like going to therapy every day. It was beautiful.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for that, Ricky.
No, please.
Kristen, I would love for you to talk a little bit about this relationship that Maxine and Robert forge, a little bit as outsiders, but then, of course, as this friendship between a woman and a gay man that is so essential.
Yeah, I mean, in the very beginning, the most simplest connection they have is that they are hiding who they really are. They kind of know who the other one is and spend just exhausting hours trying to be something they're not. So there's something about when they come together, there's some sort of like, even when they're bickering, there's some relief and there's some exhale.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're so alike.
And I think that, the women in the club are obviously very unkind to Maxine. And obviously, my character goes through some stuff with Douglas, played by Josh Lucas. So I don't know, the word that keeps coming to my mind is safe. And I feel like Robert was Maxine's safe place, and same with Robert, Maxine. And it's the only thing she doesn't feel anywhere. I mean, she doesn't feel it anywhere else. She just feels completely exposed, completely insecure. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't like who she is. And that I think they have in common. And it's a beautiful love story between the two of them. And and also the fact that it's Ricky just being able to play those scenes with him brought out even like the comedic ones where we're either arguing or something else.
Squatter.
Yeah, it was yes. It was so fun to play those with him. And then those really like sweet, kind, vulnerable scenes later. It was just and I think also for Maxine, she gets treated so badly throughout.
It's
like,
so sad.
It's like, he's
so
like,
sad.
Help me.
There's a moment that I'm like, here, let me take you home because it's been too much. It's been too much. And that I think that scene that's the shift where I think I want to hold you because it's too heavy what you're going through. But we both can relate to what we're both going through. That's, so it was wonderful.